Of course, the first most important thing is to take note that we have instant access to many different views. That is really a key issue. The other fact is that each view can float in a fashion that is unlike most Windows programs. You can see that we're doing high resolution graphics and we're literally floating the screen without any repaints or anything that's noticeable, any lag times or anything. We're in complete control, even of full screen floats at this level. So that's another important method of motion. Another interesting and important thing is the fact that as we jump around, and I'm going to bring in a session here so that you can see multiple things on the screen. As I jump around, if I'm looking and focused on a multi-track view, notice that I only need to see one mixer view and it's linked. So if you note over here, as I jump from track to track on the multi-track, this link makes this environment extremely easy to get around. The fact is I can get down to track 55 or right over to the bass guitar or right over to the kick drum, and everything that's connected follows. Also, if I'm in a view like this where I'm truly looking at individual, as much of the console or the project as I can, notice that even though I only have a small multi-track of 1 or 2 tracks, everywhere I go, the multi-track follows. So I can look at any instrument. This linking, this dynamic linking is an important factor to making an interface like this realizable. Too many programs attempt to draw little mixers and things on the screen and fail miserably in the sense that you really can't get all the way down to track 25 without scrolling the screen with a scroll bar or waiting times for screens to redraw. The idea here is that we are instantaneously jumping around. Also, I can get to any particular spot instantly by live clicking on these hot zones. So I can get right to an assignment, I can get right to an aux send, I can get right to a return, a dynamics. Also, we have links here. We can go to the input section, the return section, or the output section instantaneously. This is also very important. This way, coupled with this, we can jump to any track. So what we're talking about here is amazing amounts of dedication to navigation on such a huge interface represented on such a small screen space. A lot of attention needed to be paid, I believe, to the art of navigation and the linking of moving around. And I believe that's what makes Sol Studio, that's one of the factors that makes it stand out. Notice also we can turn waveforms on and off. So when we're looking at little views, we can step back and see our regions just named, or we can zoom in and magnify instantly and see individual views of individual magnified regions. We can also double click any view directly into the sound file window, and down here we can actually zoom in on individual samples and look at things in an absolutely different kind of a light. And you can see details beyond your imagination.